Are you thinking of getting married in Korea to a US military service member? Welcome back to my channel, Flames. It's Phoenix Iqiyazana Elingumambi Jikelele. In today's vlog, we are talking about the first step of getting married. In the military, you need a premarital approval from chain of command, and that is the most important thing. First things first, the military service member has to notify the unit commander or the S1 admin office. It's like saying, "Hey boss, I found the one and we are ready to make it official." Yes sir. Step 2. Now that we have the approval from the chain of command, now we start getting into counseling and meetings and interviews and paperwork. I said paperwork, right? Yes. So this is the time when, depending on the unit that you're going to be in, you're gonna be given tons of papers. I'm talking about marriage procedures. I am talking about checklist for the legal review for international marriage. I'm talking about premarital certification. It's a whole lot of papers and they all need to be signed by different people. I would say think of it as pre-marriage bootcamp. So they'll be covering topics such as legal rights, financial responsibilities, as well as they'll be covering how marriage fits into military life abroad. So you're probably asking yourself, I don't care about anything else. I just want to know what documents I have to bring, right? I understand you. That's how I felt too. So here goes the list. For the intended spouse, you need a birth certificate. You need a singleness certificate from the embassy, a police clearance, and make sure that your police clearance is not expired. Original certified divorce decree, a visa medical, you need a copy of the passport and also an original passport, a child's birth certificate, as well as a copy of the child's passport. Each country does vary, and if you want to find out more, just subscribe and like. So when it comes to the service member, what do they need? They need around 2 things. They need an original certified birth certificate or passport, and then they need an original certified divorce decree if they are divorced. This one's a beast. The soldiers gotta fill out a marriage packet, which could include command approval letter, financial paperwork, information about the foreign fiancé, proof of intent to marry. I just want to introduce you to an NGO that I'm currently working with. This is an NGO that helps support, uplift, and empower every member of our community when it comes to foreign-born spouses, whether you're battling with isolation, immigration, career, culture, language, finance. Foreign-born military spouses network is the group to join, and we're currently running a competition at the moment, so visit our Facebook group. So basically, you can't just run to the GO office, which is the city council, where you register for your marriage. Say, I do, and the next thing you find out your marriage was never valid in the very first place, because you're supposed to go through this premarital process in the very beginning. My experience was very, very hard. Not a lot of places knew the information regarding foreign nationals who are in Korea getting married to US service members. We had to do a lot of digging by ourselves, ask friends and so forth. So you can go to Osan even if you are stationed in Pyeongtaek. You can go to Pyeongtaek if you're stationed in Osan, but I would advise you go to Osan instead of Pyeongtaek. If you do not complete this packet, there will be repercussions for not completing because you won't be able to register. All the units, they follow this procedure. It is to abide with the laws of Korea. For safety measures from legal office, they will let you know what your benefits are, what the military can do for you in the legal side of things. And then we had counseling also for the chaplain. I would say very social questions. How long have you guys dated? How long do you know each other? The battalion commander is the one who did a meeting with us. It felt like an interview. She gets to pick the date that she wants. And we did a first meeting. It didn't go very well. I guess it was rubbing in the wrong way for that person. And she was also a divorcee. And her questions, that are a bit off. I remember this lady saying, how would you fit in America? And I was like, I'm abroad, I'm already here. I'm already in Korea. I'm sure I can fit anyway. Basically wanted to know how much my husband was earning. She was asking how much he has in the bank. And I just felt that was very intrusive. Make sure you don't react in some way, be calm in any of these counselings or meetings or interviews. After that, the process was quite long because the papers need to be signed by different people. So one moment another person will be off, maybe the person will be on leave, or a person will be sick, or the person is getting deployed and there's going to be a new person. So sometimes that prolongs the entire process, at least 3 months old, not older than that. That is the validity of documents in Korea. They need to be 3 months, not 6 months. Another thing that you need to know is just because it's that 3 months doesn't mean that you cannot still try, because it hasn't really expired. It's just the law in Korea, but just putting it out there. After that whole process and everything has been signed and you've done your counseling and all the signatures are there, you can then go and register for your marriage. I think about myself, how far I've come. I think about my husband, how far he's come. And if you do not have somebody who was very, very patient and supportive, you will really, really struggle. I just want to say big shout out to the people who've been watching my vlog, subscribing to my vlog. Always be proud of where you come from. Always be proud of your continent, no matter what people say about it, because that's where you were born, that's where you come from. It's Phoenix, igqiyazana elingumhambi jikelele. Thank you for watching.